Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to build 3 different hoverboards, or I mean how to like get 3 different hoverboards into your game. Each of them are basically different. The basic one I would actually suggest the most because like you have to build it yourself, and also it's not any what chances of getting copyright striked. But you could make the other 2 without getting copyright strike, just you need more skill. But I'm guessing that you don't have the skill to do it, that's why you're searching up how. So let me just give you a brief overview of each one. The first 2 use drag detectors, and the first one is just you build the model yourself and then add a drag detector to one part of it. And then the second one is that you add a drag detector to a free model that is like made in Blender or something. You can get it off the web, or you could have a paid model to make it look better, but like still you add the drag detector. And then you have a scripted one so it can actually turn. And the one thing about these scripted ones is as soon as you step onto them, they lock you in. You can't get off. These use drag detectors, so you have to move with it, or you can just move it 3 million miles away. And I'm about to show you the first 2 and then the third one after on how they look while working. So let me get back into my avatar and control it. First person experience. You have to make sure you're on. Like, this is not good. This is not good because like you have to just make sure you're on. It sometimes takes time to get completely on. But as you can see there, I did it wrong. In the files, it's wrong. It's supposed to be one model that I put it in. This one is a little tricky because I got it working, but now it's not working again. So it's kind of a tricky one. And also this one has collision off, which is weird. Well, I guess because this failed, it's also sort of a not fail because I can still show you the actual part of it hovering, because I will make a part 2 where you have actually hovering ones. But the third one is the only one working at the moment because I literally just built this one over here. So like I just built these. First person is basically inside your head. Like any avatar accessories you have, even your mouth. Mouth is like broken in first person. Like my avatar, I have these cool glasses on the inside, and then I have this banana. There's a mouth in the inside that I don't remember having. I'm gonna quickly check that out. Why that's oh. Also, but it actually moves by itself, and one thing you can create, for some reason you can control your character while you're in Shift P, which is Shift P equals the camera mode for developers. And I'm right now in camera mode, and I'm still like remote controlling this whole thing. I can't really fix this first person view, but it locks you in. I'm spamming space, I can't get up. It's turning me automatically, even though while you're moving, it also automatically turns, so it's like basically makes a perfect circle. You have to manually turn it in another direction, or like if you hold both A and D, it still will turn. So that doesn't help. Now I should probably start showing the other 2 since they broke. So let me quickly fix them. Okay, that's a weird notification Windows just gave me, but if we go to hoverboard method number 1, which is the one that's completely, you have to do it yourself, DIY. The one thing you have to do that I forgot to do is put a drag detector in every single piece. So you have to put one in the wheels, then you have to put one in the platform, And then I'm gonna just keep an extra one inside the model just in case. Because, like, sometimes it lags out and doesn't allow it. And then hoverboard model number 2. I'm gonna just put a drag detector into each piece. And we got our hoverboard number 2 that should work now, so let me quickly hop back in and show you guys how the other 2 work, which if you are skilled enough to script and you're watching this video, you might as well script this working hoverboard. You just probably are just wondering how to build one, which there are models to use out there. I gotta reload because, as I said, the third one is a free model because I don't have the power to script. And the second one is just a free model, but the model was not working at all. It was just straight up a model for display. You would just straight up use it as a display piece. Now, as you can see, it's working in different pieces. And because Can Collide is off, I can't get it to work together. But that one, I wouldn't suggest getting models because people, in order to get 2 different colors, they generally will make it multiple parts. And sometimes when you build your own, it still will come in multiple parts. That's just sometimes it happens. It's not guaranteed it'll happen every time. But if none of these work for you, I would just consider using the free model, which is step 3, or just using any free model no matter how much skill you have. And that's basically all I have to say. Just for the building, let's go over the pieces I used in building. I used 2 cylinders for the wheels, and then I used 2 squares for these fabric pieces that would be where you put your feet on. Then for the rest of it, I used just wedges, corner wedges, and normal blocks in a mixture just to make it look somewhat nice, since the last one I made was pretty bad. But in part 2, I will make more advanced ones to show, and then part 3 I might do if I discover another way to do these, but feel free to implement any of these in your game. Also, for the free models, if you're gonna want to do method number 2 or 3, which method number 2 is the middle, method number 3 is, well, the one that was buggy and scripted, and I will show you which models I got to show those, which, let's see, shout out to Mr. Mohammed Trek for creating the hoverboard red, which is the one I used. There's also a white and black version if you want to use, and also shout out to Weird Flex But Okay, because he created a white and red version of the scripted hoverboards. And there are other hoverboards you can use, other things, but those are the 2 that were used in this video. And also, if you watch this video and you have a specific idea that you want in a video, feel free to join my Guilded server, which is Scriptos. And I will have to, I'll put a link in the description of this video. So let me quickly get a invite link to give you guys in the description. That link right here, I will send it onto the YouTube channel in the description. And back in the studio, I hope you guys understand this video and like get it. and implement hoverboards into your game, or just maybe someone's asking you to create a hoverboard for like a test to join their studio. Here's ideas on what to do. I would recommend the first one unless you have the skill to make the other two, like using Blender to make your own model or scripting your own thing with a Blender model. The higher it is, but the higher it is, it's generally more of a free model. But you could just make it on your own if you once you have the skill assets. Like having the skill asset of modeling, building, and scripting are like 3 key things you need for this. But I'm just a builder and I know a little bit of scripting, and these are what I created. I will make a part 2 on a different type of hoverboard, like a more like fantasy hoverboard, because these are real life hoverboards. We've heard of hoverboards and we think they're gonna actually hover, but these have wheels. I'll make ones that actually have the hovering aspect to them and show you guys in part 2. So bye.